Hey, welcome to Bitcoin Bytes HQ, simple Bitcoin explainers for everyone. Today we're breaking down why Satoshi chose 21 million. A quick reminder, this is for education only, not financial advice. Let's go. Imagine creating a digital money for the whole world. How many units should there be? Bitcoin's creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, chose a fixed number, 21 million. In a world of inflation, money printing, and unstable currencies, a hard, unchangeable limit feels more relevant than ever. This single feature is a core reason why Bitcoin is so different from traditional money. You might hear 21 million Bitcoin and think the number is random. It's not. This limit was deliberately coded into the system from day one. It's a mathematical certainty. This scarcity gives Bitcoin its strength. Unlike national currencies that can be printed at will, no one can just decide to make more Bitcoin. Each one is a provably limited digital resource.
So how does the code actually enforce this? It all comes down to two interlocking rules. The first is about how new Bitcoin are created. They're released as a reward to miners for securing the network. This reward is given out every time a new block of transactions is added, which happens roughly every 10 minutes. It's a steady, predictable drip of new supply. Here's the crucial part. The second rule is called the halving. Satoshi programmed that every 210,000 blocks, roughly every 4 years, the mining reward gets cut in half. When Bitcoin started, the reward was 50 Bitcoin per block. In 2012, it halved to 25. In 2016, 12.5. After the 2024 halving, it dropped to just 3.125. This process of cutting the new supply in half will continue like clockwork. This halving schedule creates a powerful effect. The first 4 years produced 10.5 million Bitcoin. The next 4 years added half that amount, 5.25 million. The 4 years after that added another half, and so on. Each cycle adds a smaller and smaller amount to the total supply. It's a curve that flattens over time, getting closer and closer to 21 million. The very last fraction of a Bitcoin won't be mined until around the year 2140. So why that specific number? Satoshi never said, but the design points to one main idea, mimicking a precious commodity like gold. There's a finite amount of gold on Earth, and over time, it gets harder to find and mine new deposits. Bitcoin's issuance schedule creates the same dynamic in the digital world. It's programmed scarcity that is transparent, predictable, and difficult to change. It's a feature, not a bug. And if 21 million sounds too small for a global economy, remember, each Bitcoin can be divided into 100 million smaller units called Satoshis. That provides over 2 quadrillion individual units, plenty to go around. Ultimately, the number itself isn't as important as the fact that it is a fixed number, a rule without a ruler. It establishes a monetary policy set in code, one that can't be influenced by politics or sudden economic crises. And in a world searching for financial stability, that unwavering predictability might just be its most valuable feature of all.
So, why 21 million? It's one of the first questions everyone asks about Bitcoin. The answer isn't a random guess, it's pure math. Let's bring everything together. First, Bitcoin's cap comes from its code, which has 3 simple rules. A new block of transactions is added roughly every 10 minutes. The reward for creating that block started at 50 Bitcoin, and most importantly, that reward gets cut in half every 210,000 blocks in an event we call the halving. When you let these rules interact over time, the total supply automatically converges toward 21 million. It's a system designed to be predictable, like clockwork. This reveals Satoshi's real genius. He didn't just pick a number, he designed a system. The goal wasn't to copy gold or target a world money supply. It was to create an issuance curve that was transparent, steadily decreasing, and completely resistant to manipulation. No one can just decide to print more. The final supply of 21 million is simply the mathematical side effect of a system built on predictable scarcity. But this raises another fear. How can 21 million coins possibly serve billions of people? This is where divisibility comes in. One Bitcoin can be split into 100 million smaller units called Satoshis, or sats. That gives us over 2 quadrillion individual units to work with. So while the total supply is scarce, the tiny units make it perfectly usable for transactions of any size. Just for perspective, here's a tiny action for later. Pick a hypothetical price for Bitcoin and calculate how much just 1 Satoshi would be worth. Doing that simple exercise makes the whole concept feel a lot more practical. And remember, everything here is for education only, not financial advice. That's it. You now understand why Satoshi chose 21 million. If this helped, smash like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell. Drop your biggest takeaway in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you in the next one.